tax tables. Here we go. All right, so here is the contextual scenario. Here is the tax table. Every single one of you, when you get to your first paycheck and your first job working for a company, you will be paying income tax like we all do. And these income tax salary slips have a little section on them that talks about income tax, and that's calculated using one of these tables. So this table will come straight from the government department website that deals with this. You can all go and look at them. You can all go see them anytime you want. So your income will be taxed based on these tax tables. So it's very good to know how to work with it to make sure that you are getting taxed the correct amount. And also, if you want to move up in salary, you can check how much tax you're going to be paying if you move up. A very good way to see how much tax you'll be paying as you progress in your careers. All right, let's have a look at the tax table and let's look at the scenario. We have Dean, a 25-year-old male, and he earns a taxable income of 305,174.44. So that's important. He started his first job on the 1st of March 2019. All right, 1st of March is very significant because that's the beginning of the financial year. All right, the beginning of the financial year, which means he will be dealing with this tax table. So the tax tables work from 1st of March to the end of Feb. That's the financial year. So this tax table is for his 1st of March start. Okay. Tax payable by an individual for the tax year 1st of March 2019 to 29th February 2020 is indicated in the table below. And there we see the table. And we see that this tax table works also on a sliding scale, just like tariff tables do when you pay for water and electricity. It also works on a sliding scale depending on what your annual salary is. All right. Now, I'm just checking, and the question doesn't actually say annual. All right. So up here, it should say annual somewhere. But with that amount of money, we're assuming that it's annual. All right, and this is an annual tax table. Okay, that is also displayed on the SARS website, but it should be displayed somewhere here too. So we know this is an annual income tax table. So when we work with annual figures, we can use this, not monthly figures. We're going to have to change monthly figures if you want to use this tax table. All right, but we got an annual income of 305,000, and this is the table we are using. Okay. Just as a matter of interest, into which bracket will Dean fall into on this tax table with his annual salary of 305,000? Into which tax bracket? These are the tax brackets down the side here, or on the left-hand side. So which one? You should all be able to see. All right, good. Yes, he's in number 2. All right, so he's got 305,175, and number 2 goes up to 305,850. If you go over 305,850, you will have to go into number 3. So he is definitely going to be working with tax bracket number 2. And people talk about this when they have their salaries. They say, oh, my salary's gone up, but I might move into a new tax bracket, which means you will be taxed at a higher rate. So people like to have increases in their salary, but they're also very wary of being bumped into a new tax bracket because it means the tax rate is higher. All right, well, let's see what the questions are. Here we go. Name the government institution responsible for collecting tax return forms. The government institution responsible for collecting tax returns. Everyone should know this. You guys will deal with them. Yes, Tiamo. Good job, Ben. Yes, yes, yes. Everyone knows it's SARS, South African Revenue Service. All right. South African Revenue Service, SARS. Yes. Okay. So let's put that in there. I'm going to write SARS but you should write South African revenue sooners. If you write SARS, I think they will give you the mark. It shouldn't be an issue. Okay. All right, next question. What they got here. Write down the tax bracket that will be used to calculate Dean's tax. You guys all said it already. It was bracket number 2. So let's write there bracket 2. That's what you guys told me. Absolutely good. So far, so good. What else do they have for us? Calculate the monthly tax payable by Dean before any rebates are deducted. Now, what are rebates? Who can come online and tell me what is a rebate? Anybody?
Somebody.
Somebody.
Anybody.
Oh, we're definitely making an album.
Ben.
There we go.
Just look for a message on your screen, Ben. There we go.
Ben, how you doing?
Fine, thanks. How are you doing?
Good. How were the exams?
It was quite good. Paper 1 was finance, and I'm pretty confident about that one.
And paper 2?
Measurements, it was more challenging, but I think I did well.
All right. Can you remember a question in the measurement paper that really stuck out, was very difficult? What is the topic?
I think it was conversions.
Okay.
And they gave us, it was a floor plan, and we had to calculate the actual distance, I think.
With conversions, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you did okay. I'm sure you did fine. Ben, the question was, what is a rebate, a tax rebate?
Is a threshold whereby it shows your ages, and according to your age, it gives you money.
Yes. So SARS wants to give you some money back, depending on your age. If you we'll see the rebate table here. There it is at the bottom. We're not going to deal with it yet, but yes, a rebate is money that SARS wants to give you back. They give everyone a rebate, and depending on your age, you can get a basic rebate or you can get a bigger rebate. Okay. So yes, it's money that SARS gives you back, which is fantastic. Awesome, Ben. Thank you very much. Good job. So we need to calculate the monthly tax payable by Dean before any rebates are deducted. Before rebates. So don't worry about rebates. Just what is his monthly tax payable? Okay. I'm going to give you guys about 4 minutes to do this, and then we'll check it together. Okay. So we need monthly tax payable by Dean. No rebates. There's the tax table. All right, I'll give you a couple of minutes. Give it a bash, and then we'll check it out. All right, now, don't stop and wait for me. Try it yourself. Have something in front of you to compare with what we do and see what's different between what you are trying and what we are doing. And is it close? Is it far? So we can compare your work with what we're doing here. So please don't wait. Try this one yourself. Yes, Fatima, exactly. That's exactly it, Fatima. Otlile is speechless. All right, there we go. So we know we're in tax bracket 2. That's all I'm going to give you. You guys said we're in tax bracket 2. That's the one you're working with. All right. Wanley, the question is, work out the monthly tax that this person is going to have to pay. All right. There is his annual salary highlighted in yellow at the top. 305,174.44. We know we're working with bracket 2, so calculate using bracket 2 the monthly tax payable. No worries, Otlile. Don't worry. No stress. I just thought you were saying that you were speechless at the question. Not a problem at all. All right, I'll give you a couple of minutes, guys, that we're going to try this one together. Shouldn't take you long. There we go. I can see Emily Wendell's working hard. Very good. Well done, Emily. Good job. Keep going. Razan's checking out the table. Good. Vasejo's going to the kitchen to find something to drink. Rafilwe is wondering, what do I do here? Right, I'll give you a couple of minutes, guys. Work out the monthly tax payable if this person's salary highlighted in yellow there, 305,174 and 44 cents. When you have an answer, please let us know. You can give us a thumbs up to let us know that you've got answers. Then we know that you guys are done and we can go over the question. All right. So when you got an answer, give us a thumbs up to say, yep, I'm done. And then we can start going over the question. Sure. Well done, Ben. Ben's got experience, guys. He's just come from the trials paper where they had this in. So well done, Oro. He's quick off the mark. Everything's fresh in his mind. Good job. Well done, Cansejo. Good. All right, people are still looking at the screen, waiting. Make sure you guys try this one out. Try it out, and then we can compare answers. Then give me a thumbs up when you're done. All right, don't wait. Try it out. Don't worry, Mapule. Mapule, we're looking at the screen here. If you look at the screen, we're working out monthly tax for Dean, who earns an annual salary up there and highlighted in yellow. We're trying to work out what is monthly tax that he has to pay, what it's going to be using the tax table. And we're working with bracket 2 highlighted there in the table. All right, well done, Emmanuel. Wandle, good. We've got a couple of people who are finished. Please, when you finish, give us a thumbs up and we can try this question out. Give it your best shot and let's see how you do. Well done. Good job. Safisa's also finished. I'll give you a minute or two and then we're going to try this one out. Well done, Siwe. Good job. Don't worry, Khabo. It happens. We were doing tax tables. We're working out almost said Ben. We're working out Dean's monthly taxable income using this tax table. Highlighted as his annual income, gross annual income, and in the table we're working with bracket 2. Well done. A lot more people giving us a thumbs up. All right, a couple more seconds and then we'll give it a bash. Well done, Taran. All right, let's try this one out. So we got 305 Rand, 174 and 44 cents. That's his annual income. Well done, Rafile. Now let's look at the bracket. Let's write the bracket out. So 35253, 35253. All right, 3 35253 plus 26% of
Good afternoon, sir.
yes. Is it Emmanuel?
Yes, sir. It's me, sir.
I know that voice.
I've been like a mouse lately. I've been quite quiet, but don't
That's
worry, I
fine.
am back now.
Good, excellent.
I just have a question. What's the 305,174.44? Was that the monthly income or the yearly
Yeah,
income?
it's a good point. The question didn't actually say if it was monthly or annual. So we assuming it's annual. With that kind of figure, it's got to be annual. They should tell you. The question didn't say up here. That's why I put in the little arrows here to say it's an annual income, and this is an annual table that we're using. So with these figures in the table, they are annual figures, but they should tell you. The fact that you're asking proves my point. They should be telling you that this is an annual figure and an annual table that you're using. Thank you for asking that question.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So that is bracket number 2 there. And bracket number 2 reads, you're going to have to pay 35,253 Rand plus 26% of the amount that you're above 195,850. So there's a lot to do here. Okay. Now, what we do is we're going to work inside the bracket first. There's 2 sets of brackets. We're going to go right into the middle with that part first. Okay. And then we'll work from there outwards. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this whole thing and I'm going to copy it because I can. All right. One of the cool things about this software is that we can copy it. So I'm going to do it over here. And I'm going to change this word here, which is amount above. All right. Take that away. How do I know how much I am above? I need someone to come and help me with this. What do I need to do here to work out how much am I above 195,850? Emmanuel.
Okay, so what you would do is take that 305,107. Here's the annual income, yeah?
Yeah.
And then what you're going to do is you're going to subtract it from the 195,850.
There we go.
And
Good
that's
job.
how much we will give you. Yes, sir.
Excellent. Thank you, Emmanuel. Good job. All right. So we need to subtract the 195,850 from this annual figure, and then that'll tell us how much above he is. Okay, so let's do that right now. But before we do that, I also want to change something because 26% of, we know in math, means times. All right, so I'm going to put a times over there. Okay, now I'm going to get my calculator and I'm going to do this step by step. Some of you will chuck it all in and get a value. I'm going to do it step by step to show you all the little bits and pieces. All right, so 26% times, and then I want to know what this value is. So I'm going to say 305,174.44 minus 195,850. There we go. And that gives us 109,323.44. So 109, 323 and 44. Now, you don't need brackets. Brackets aren't going to make a difference here now. So I'm going to take that bracket away. So that's where we are. So this part here, this part of the calculation gives us this value over here. All right, just for everyone to follow. And then we're going to move down. And now we're going to say, well, we need to take 35,253 and add on 26% of 100 of this value here. So I'm just going to do that now. So I'm going to say 26%, as you all know, is 26 over 100. And I'm going to say times and 109,323.44. There we go. So 26% of 109,000, blah, blah, blah. Yusuf.
Hello, sir.
Yusuf, you there?
Yes, my name is Mohammed, actually.
Oh, sorry.
305,174.44 minus 195,850. Isn't it 109,324?
Let's check my calculator. So there on the screen, 305.
109,324.
So 305,174.44 minus 195. 850 is 109,324. I see what you, I see. All right. Mohammed, thank you very much. Picked up a
Pleasure,
mistake
sir.
there. Excellent. Thank you. So 324. Okay. Now we're going to work out 26% of that. So let me go down to this and change this little value here to a 4 and try again. All right. So 26% of that value is 28,422. 424. Whew. That number, that placeholder there, I keep getting it wrong. All right. Moving on to 3544. Now, guys, at this stage of the sum, these third and fourth decimals don't really make a difference, but let's just keep practicing to always only round off at the end. So I'm not going to chop anything off, even though I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. I'm going to keep practicing not rounding off until the end of the question. So we need to add these two up now. So I'm going to just say plus, I want to add on 35,253. And check my answer with yours and see if we're all getting the same thing. So 63677, 63677, comma 3544. All right, we got a value here. Now, am I done? Are we good? Is this it? Is this the final answer? Yay or nay? Thumb up, thumb down. No. No, yeah, see, I'm trying to trick you guys. I'm trying to catch you. All right, yes, Emmanuel, we do need to round off, but there's something else here. Guys, what else do I need to do? Is this it? Besides rounding off, is this all? Bin Mohammed. Yes, this is an annual tax amount. The question wanted a monthly tax amount. So this value needs to be divided by 12. Okay, so this annual amount needs to be divided by 12. So what I'm going to say here is monthly tax equals this value divided by 12, which gives me, divide by 12, which gives me 5306, 4462. 5306, 4462. 5306. All right, and this needs to be rounded off now at the end to 4. We're checking the second decimal. That number 4, will it change? Yes, it will. So there we go. All right, that's his monthly tax that he has to pay. Are we all getting that? Yes, when you check your answer and you check what we have here on the screen, are we all getting it, Emmanuel?
Sir.
Yeah.
I have a conundrum over here.
Yeah.
So may I please start off by telling you what I did and why I did it?
Yeah.
So I took 35253, né?
Yeah.
Which is that amount, like that basic one
Yeah.
that you're supposed to have, and then and then in brackets what I did, I took 26 and I put it over 100 because there was 26%. So I put it over 100 and I straight up multiplied it to the 305,174 and 44 cents, the annual amount. So when I did that in brackets, it gave me 79,343,34, and I added that to the 35,253, and my final answer. And my final answer was 114,598 and 35 cents.
So let me do it on my calculator on the screen there. All right, that's a bigger view. I don't know if that's going to help you. So you've got two screens to look at. So we need to know. So that's 335,253 plus. If you want to do this all in one line on your calculator, you can do it and get the final answer. But you're going to have to write this down properly as well in your answer book. Okay. So we can do it all in one shot, in one line. But be careful how you put it into the calculator. So this is why I do it step by step. It's not foolproof step by step, but it makes sure that you take each little calculation into consideration. So now we're going to do the 305. So that's 305. So check your calculator, Emmanuel, and what I have here, minus 195,850. Now, at the end here, once you've typed this in, you've got to close one bracket for the the difference between the annual and the 195,850, and close the other bracket for 26% off. So there's two brackets here. So if I move along back in the calculator, that big bracket there is to hold the 26%, and then the small bracket here is to hold the 305,000 minus 195,000. At the end of the line, you've got to have two brackets to close off. That should give us the same answer. Yep. So check it on your calculator, write it in again, and just let us know in chat if it works. But the way you write it in the calculator makes quite a big difference.
Sorry, sir, but I'm also trying to understand now. Why did we take the annual income and subtract it with the
Okay.
195,850?
No problem. So if we look at the tax table here, the tax, this comes straight out of the tax table from SARS's website. All right. It says you need 35,000 plus 26% of an amount. All right. And this, in this final bracket here at the end, this one here is an amount. And this amount is the amount above 195,000 that you are. So this amount they're talking about is this one here. So you got to work out how much are you above 195,000. And this is taking your annual salary. So to find out how much above, like you told me, you got to subtract it to, and that'll give you this value here.
Correct. So
Okay.
let me please just go back up. I think I perhaps misread the question with the above part, and maybe that's why my answer was so off.
All right. Okay. So that's in a bracket. That inner bracket there is that one there. Okay. So if I put if I go up there and put brackets around that calculation, there's the one bracket, and then here's the other bracket. Okay.
Makes sense. Thank you very much, sir.
Pleasure. All right, ladies and gents, anytime you have a question, please don't forget to ask. All right, that's how we learn. Okay, that's it. Are we all good with that? Is the way you did it the first time is better for me to understand? Yeah, Rizwan, so step by step is also better for me to understand. You can do it in one line, but you got to make sure that you show them this part here. So this line here has to have all your values in it. You got to show the marker this line here. You can then throw that into your calculator. It will give you an answer mark like that, but it's safer. I would think it's safer to do it step by step. It is more time consuming. That's a problem. We've got 5 minutes to do that. So if you practice this enough, you pull the line out of the tax table, you fill it with values, and then you take it step by step by step. Should be about 3 or 4 lines. Okay. All right. It's up to you if you want to do it all in one line, but be careful with how you put it in the calculator, or just do it step by step like this. I think it's probably the best way. All right. Nice and easy to work out a monthly tax. Now, please remember, this is the only way they're going to trick you. We were given an annual tax value. They wanted to work out a monthly tax value. Be careful of that. So in tax tables, look to see, are we working monthly or annually? How are we working? It's usually monthly, but be careful. They can try and trick you. All right. Next question. Table 2 below indicates the rebates for the same tax tables. Okay, we got the 2018-2019 one, and then the one that we are using, the 2019-2021. So for this tax year for Dean, he's working with these rebates here. All right. Question 1. Identify the tax rebates that Dean qualifies for in this tax year. All right. So Dean qualifies for this rebate because he is 25 years old. This rebate is for people that are below 65. All right. If Dean was above 65, he would also get that rebate. And if he was above 75, he would also get that rebate over there. So they keep on adding on rebates depending on your age. But for Dean and for most of us, we just get the first rebate over there. So the rebate that Dean is going to get is the 14,000 and 67 rebates. All right. Now, question B, state the number of tax rebates a 75-year-old man will qualify for in any tax year. State the number of tax rebates. Careful the wording. Yes, Ben. So state the number of rebates, not what are the rebates, or state the rebates, or write down the rebates, or give the rebates. It's state the number of rebates. Okay, so there are 3 rebates for someone that is, yes, 75 years old. So it says you're age 75 and older. He is 75 on the dot, which includes the 3rd rebate. Yes, just checking on that. All right, so he gets 3 rebates. Nice and easy questions. Let's see what's next. Come on, you know me. We go into the deep waters now. The deep, dark waters. Before we do the deep, dark waters, are there any other matrics besides Ben that have written the exams? How did it go? Talk to us. We have a little break. Let us know, matrics. You can air your grievances now. You can complain about life now. How did it go? How are you feeling, matrics? Grade 10s and 11s. This is where you're going to be soon. So people saying paper 1. I think Ben also kind of alluded to that fact that he was more concerned about paper 1. The finance. Rabo was like, oh, let's not talk about it. Don't want to talk about it. It's in the past. Yeah, let's not even go over it. It's done and dusted. Dale, why are you even bringing it up? Let's not talk about it. All right, Matrix, you don't want to talk about it. I understand. I totally get it. My anxiety is a great learner. It's 92 degrees. Yeah, Java, it is challenging. I mean, the whole school system is catered towards a final exam, which is 75% of your mark, which is why doing what we are doing right now is crucial. There's a learning part of it, but then there's going over questions, revising by practicing questions. All these questions in the revision course come straight from matric papers. It can be trial papers, it can be final papers. So doing this, what you're doing now, will put you in a good position come trials and final exams. And trials are exactly that. They are a test to see how much you know. And then from trials to finals, you've got to fix all the gaps. Okay, so the matrics, they've written their trials now, they're tired, they're finished, but we're going to finish this revision course and then we're going to carry on preparing for the final exam. Okay, that's the most important thing. Fix the gaps now for the final one. Safiso, don't stress. Don't stress. It's not a train smash. Okay. The trials mark is not your final mark. The final mark is the final mark. Just remember that final paper is all that matters. If you find that you didn't finish a paper, then you've got to manage your time carefully. So the mark allocation should be a guide for you. Okay. So trials is just there to show you the gaps and to prepare you for the end of year 1. The end of year 1 is the one that matters. So you've got to fix things now after trials for the end of your exam. It's the most important part of your whole school career. All right, between trials and finals. Getting ready for finals. But we, yeah, our thoughts are with you guys. It's tough, ain't easy. Trials feels like a finals paper. Sometimes they say trials is even harder. All right, let's have a look. We've got a new scenario here. We've got Miss Nandi is a 53-year-old and earned a gross income of 39,486 per month. So this one tells us it's a monthly gross income during the 21-22 tax year. A non-taxable monthly deduction of 7.5% was made from her salary and paid into her pension fund. Non-taxable deduction, monthly deduction of 7.5% of her salary is paid into pension. All right, so that must not be taxed. It's non-taxable. It must not form part of this calculation. Table 4 below shows the tax table. we can see it's very similar, except for the numbers over here, a little bit different. The percentages seem all the same. All right. What are the questions? Let's see. There's the rebate table at the bottom as well. Anything else? No. Explain the term gross income. Explain, what is gross income? What is gross income? Anybody?
Somebody.
Somebody.
Emmanuel, just check your screen. There we
So,
go.
thank you, ma'am. So may I please give it a shot, even though I
Yeah.
think I'm mixing it up with.
That's net.
No, but the gross income is the total income you make in a year, I believe, after deductions have been made, such as tax.
That's the other one.
So this one is the one where it's the total income that you have before tax.
That's it.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you, Emmanuel. Thanks for trying. Gross is before deductions. Net is after deductions. Okay, yes. So the total amount that you're going to get before anything is taken off, right? So you get this big fat lump sum and you're like, yes, this is how much they said I would get. But no, they cut pieces off of it and they give you what's left. All right. Guys, it's coming for you too. All right, so income before deductions. All right, so gross income is income before deductions. All right, 2 marks in the bag. What else you got? 5 mark question. Yeah. Show by calculation that a person who was 75 years old, 75 years and older, and earn 151,100 during the 2022 tax year pays no tax. Show that the person that's 75 years and older and earns 151,100 pays no tax. So 75 years and older, 151,100 show that they pay no tax. Woo! Guys, I'm going to give you a few minutes to try this one. Show that someone that's 75 years and older and earns 100, I'll write the value here on the side, 151,100 Rand in a year. That's their income. This person will pay no tax. Huh? Really, Ben? The person that gave you that exam might have found it from this place, or it's just a common question, which is good. We need to practice the common questions. So the person earns this much here in a year. They're 75 years and older. Show that they will not pay any tax. Show by calculation. It's 5 marks. You can't just say something. You got to show a lot of calculations. All right. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes. I'll give you 3 minutes, and then you give me a thumbs up and let me know if you finished, and then we'll try it out. I want to see how you guys do.
So,
yeah.
I think I must have missed it when you were defining the meaning of tax rebate. Please just say it for me one more time. I'm just
tax
rebate.
No problem. Tax rebate is money that SARS will give back to you when doing your tax calculation. So they work out how much you have to pay in tax, and then they will give you a rebate. It's like a Christmas present back to you. So they'll take some of that and they'll give it back to you.
So it's the money that SARS will give back to you.
Yeah. So they'll say, this is how much tax you owe us, but here's a rebate. Here's a rebate. We'll take it off your tax that you owe us.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right, no problem. All right, guys, ladies and gents, try to work it out. Oh, Sophia, I'm so sorry. It's hard to work out exactly who's doing what, when, and time the lessons perfectly. We've just missed it. We just missed it with this question. I'm sorry, but we could get this in the final exam. So let's learn how to do it now. Yes, Emmanuel? Hello? Oh, it's gone. All right. Anyone want to try this one? Anyone want to give it a bash? Yeah, check all these hands. I think Kabo was first.
I think they finally realized we're cool people to talk to.
Yeah. Yes, Kabo, how are you?
Okay, so
Oh, shame. I can hear I can hear the sadness in your voice. Was it that bad? Was it that bad?
what the LO?
No, the math lit.
It wasn't bad. I wrote it last week. It was just very long, and I think my teacher was out to get me because I didn't finish.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
but
All right, just
it was questions. It wasn't that. Yeah.
okay. Well, I hope it needs to go. As long as you fix that before finals, we're all good. You'll be fine. All right. What do I do here? What do I do, Kabo? What do I do?
So you have to look at the bracket that the income falls in, and
Yes.
it falls into the first bracket.
All right. We're in the first bracket. Yeah. So let me write that down quick. Let me just write down the first bracket. 80% of taxable income. I'll write it down here. So this bracket says you got to pay 18% of your taxable income. All right. So I've obviously got to use that now, yeah?
So then you actually work out 18% of that amount.
Okay. Now, ladies and gents, I know what you're thinking. Sir, do we have to write this line? No, you don't have to. I'm writing it down so we can see it. That's all. You do not have to write that line. Don't waste the time. So the taxable income is 151, 100, and of means times. Okay, so I'm going to quickly do that. So 18% times 151, 100, 27,198. All right, what do I do with this?
So now you have to minus all the rebates because this person is above 75 years old. So now they're
Very
gonna
good.
pay all of the 3 rebates. I mean, they're gonna minus all 3 rebates.
Okay, good. So I'm going to put the 3 rebates in there. 15,714. And the other one, which is 8613. And 2871. So this person gets all the rebates back. Now I'm going to do a little sum here to work out what those rebates in the bracket are all together. So I'm going to just quickly add them up here. So 8613 plus 2871. 27198. Ha! So everything in the bracket adds up to 27198. So if the tax is 27198, but the rebates are all 27198. Yes, the person pays no tax. Khawa, thank you very much. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, that's not too bad. All we did was follow the tax table and the rebates, and we proved it. A person that's 75 years old and it's 151,100 rand a year pays no tax. Fantastic. It's good. You see, this is what the government wants. They want people that are older. Yeah, I think Lefuno is having a bit of a technical fault there. People that are older shouldn't have to pay. It makes sense, right? So this is how the tax table works. Final question, people. Here we go. Calculate Ms. Nande's annual tax payable. Calculate Ms. Nande's annual tax payable. All right, I will put the question. It said here. Oh, okay, and I don't know where to move now. Let's start with the tax table. Let's start there. So Ms. Nani is 53 years old, earned a gross income of 39,486 per month during the 2021 tax year. A non-taxable monthly deduction of 7.5% was made from her salary and paid into her pension fund. They want to know what is her annual tax that she has to pay. Annual tax that she has to pay. Otlile. Which part, Otlile? Let's have a look. Well, you just check your screen there. While everyone is trying this, you guys carry on.
Hi, sir.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
Good. Which part are you not sure of?
Sir, I don't understand. How do we calculate? How did we get the annual the amount that yeah ish say yo the whole thing say
What grade are you in?
grade 10.
Yeah, you've never seen this before in your life. You will not see this. You will not see this in grade 10. So we're doing revision mostly for the matrics, and we're dragging you grade 10s along as we do it, okay? So if you're not sure how it
Yes,
works,
sir.
it's absolutely fine. Don't feel bad. You will pick things up as we do this, though. You'll pick things up, and then next year when they introduce it to you, it'll be a lot easier. And the matric, when you get the full tax table question, it'll be even easier. So in grade 11, you don't get rebates, or I think you might even get a rebate in grade 11, but usually in grade 11, they show you this table and how to use the table. That's
Yes.
all. Then in matric, they add on rebates and medical aid and monthly pension and all that kind of stuff, and they make it a little bit more challenging. So you will not see this in grade 10. But now that you've seen it here, next year when you do see it, it's going to make a lot more sense.
Okay,
All right.
sir.
So just try your best to follow along and try. If you're not getting it, do not feel bad. This is the last part of finance. It is one of the challenging finance sections. So don't feel
Yes,
bad
sir.
at all. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, Lile.
Thank you,
For the
sir.
Thank you. For those grade 10s that are also worried, on Thursday we start measurement, and the section on measurement that we're going to do is right up your street. Okay, you guys will enjoy that. But we are revising this tax table for the matrics. All right, do we have answers? Wandle.
Luandle, just there we go.
Hi, sir.
Wandle, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, and yourself?
I'm good, thank you.
Sir, can you please re-explain the question before, the question about how 75-year-olds don't pay tax?
Okay, I will.
Thank you.
For those people that are trying this question out, what is the annual tax payable for Nande? Just take a screenshot of this, and then I'm going to go down to that question again to explain it. So everyone that's trying to do this and looking at their screens, please take a screenshot and carry on working. I'm going to move down to that question to quickly re-explain it. I see other hands up there. We will deal with those hands. Let me just move down. All right. So the question says, show by calculation of a person earning 75 and older earns 151,100 does not pay tax. So we took this here from the tax bracket, okay? Because if I go back up to the tax bracket, it says here that anyone that is from 1 to 216,000 Rand only pays 18% of taxable income. So that's why we use that line, because this person is below 216,000 Rand. They're only paying 151,000. So that's why we're using this bracket line. 18% of the taxable income. This is the taxable income, 151,100. So we say 18% of that, and that gives us 27,198. That's how much tax this person should pay. But SARS is very generous. They give rebates. They give you money back depending on how old you are. So there's a rebate table which says if you are below 65 years, you get that rebate back. And if you're 65 and older, you also get that one. And if you're 75 and older, you also get the third one. So you get 3 rebates if you're 75 years and older. So in this table over here, there's the first rebate, there's the second rebate, and there's the third rebate, money going back. So we had to minus all these values from how much tax this person owes, And it worked out that the rebates all came up to 27,198 Rand. So this person pays no tax. All right, they said show that they will pay no tax. Well, because of all the rebates, yeah, they get all their money back. They pay no tax. All right, I hope that helps. All right, Lwandle.
Thank you, sir.
All right, cool. Emily. Emily, check your screen there. You got a question. Your hand is raised. Yes, Emily.
Yes, I'm writing on Monday and you're doing measurement on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to know, in this section, I already started with this a bit,
Yeah.
and I'm not understanding how to, like, when you come towards the end, you have to divide. I'm not understanding that part.
So let me go up to that previous question over here. Where did we divide? Over here. This divide by
Yes,
12. This over
yes,
here. Okay,
yes.
so a good question that does confuse people. So the question said, calculate the monthly tax. So then in question 3, it says the monthly tax payable. And the tax tables we were working off are annual tax tables. How much you're going to pay for a year's worth of income. So when we do the calculation off the annual tax table, we come down to an annual tax that is payable, which is this value here. But they want monthly. This is how much you pay in 1 year. So for monthly, we're going to have to cut that up and divide it by 12 to get a monthly figure.
Okay.
Okay, so that's why we divide by 12, because they wanted monthly when the tax table works with annual values. So in the end, you've got to divide by 12 for monthly.
Okay. Thank
Does
you.
that make? All right, pleasure. Okay. There's another question. Ben, are you still? Ben's got his hand still raised. Ben, check your screen.
Yes, sir. I wanted to answer the question.
Ah, yes, Ben. Perfect timing. All right, Ben, what do we do? How do we work out the annual tax payable?
You first start off with the annual income. You times it by 12.
All right, so we need to find annual income. So the person that just asked me a question about divide by 12, here they give us a monthly income. All right, but this is an annual tax table. We can't work with a monthly figure in an annual tax table. We've got to get an annual figure. So this income of 39,486, we got to know how much is that in a year. So 39,496 times 12, and this will give us an annual income, 39,496.
It's 473,500 or 832.
I think I wrote the number wrong. Let me check. 39486. Ah, it's always these numbers at the end. 39486. All right. I'll go back and change that. 39486. So 473,832. Is that what you got, Ben? 473,832. 473,832. All right. This is annual tax. All right. That's the one we want. Now we can go to the
Calculate
which bracket we're going to work with.
the bracket.
Yeah, so we can go to the bracket now with this, or you want to take off the deduction first?
Yes, that's how it's taught.
Okay, let's take off the deduction. So a non-taxable monthly deduction of 7.5% was made from a salary. So in fact, we could have done the deduction before this. But let's do the deduction now. It doesn't really make a difference if we take 7.5% of a year or 7.5% of the month. Doesn't really matter. So we can do that now. So let's work out 7.5% of this annual value. Whoopsie, sorry guys. Before we go to the tax table. So 7.5% of this value And we're going to do that on the calculator. And we're going to get, I'm just going to add it. 0.5, 100.
It's 35,537,40.
35537, 35537,4. All right. So we need to take that off now, hey Ben?
Oh yes, you take it off with the annual income.
All right, so there's our annual. We're going to take this off. All right, this is the pension money. We can't tax this. It's non-taxable, the question said, so we're going to take it off. All right, so I'm going to say 47832 minus 35537.4. All right, that gives us 438,294, 438,294,6. All right, Ben.
Yes, so that's the right one.
So where do we which bracket are we going to go?
Third one.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah. 70,532. I'm just going to do this on the calculator because you're running out of time now. So I'm going to say 70,532 plus bracket 31%. Let's do it all in the calculator like this. So 31 over 100 times another bracket. The amount above. So I'm going to just put a minus in there for now. I need to be the amount above 337,800. And what is the amount I need to be? 438,294,60. So I'm going to come back to my calculator and put that in here. So 438,294,6. All right, that should be it. Ben, what did you get?
I got 101,685,33.
All right, there we go. That's it. I also got the same thing, 33. Yeah, excellent. All right, so I did it all in one line, but you should show all the steps of how we do it. And that'll give us an annual tax of 101,685. Now let's just check the question. Calculate the annual tax payable. Yes, this is annual tax payable. If they wanted monthly tax payable, we would divide this by 12. Okay, but this is the annual tax payable. Yes, Razan, we can, for sure. I'll do this question next time I see you guys. We'll start off the lesson on Thursday with this one. Emmanuel, Ben, thank you so much. Great job. Excellent job.
So I have another question, sorry.
All right, hold on, Emmanuel. Yes, Ben?
So on the table, can you quickly go to the table, please?
I will now. Oh, someone's saying rebates. We forgot about the rebates. We did. We need to do the rebates, don't we? And this person is 53, so we'll do the first rebate. So we're just going to subtract that off. Who reminded us of the rebate? Oh, well done. Yes, Ben?
So in the question, in the test that we did, it said that how do we calculate? So you see in the third bracket, it's 70532. Yeah, in the question paper, it asked how was that calculated? Or how did they get that?
Okay, so what you do is, and you know, I'm going to, Kia, please remind me to do this again as well. As far as I know, we take the maximum value of the previous bracket, which is this value here.
Yes.
And we use the bracket 2 calculation to work out the tax for that. It should come up. It should come up to 70,538. So that's the starting point for bracket 3. So bracket 3 says you have to pay 70,538, which is bracket 2's maximum, plus this is the tax rate for the bracket 3.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll test that. We'll actually test that on Thursday to check, but that's why we have 70,532. It's the maximum tax you're going to pay for bracket 2. And now we're going to add on what you got to pay for bracket 3, and it continues. So in the next bracket, 110,739 is the maximum for bracket 3. Does that make sense? But we'll test that
Okay,
on
thank you, sir.
we'll
Yes, thank you.
we'll test that on Thursday as well. Ladies and gents, thank you so much. Cabo, just thanks for reminding about the rebate.
Sir.
Gets money. Yes.
Yes, sir. Sorry. Sir, you remember the question that we just before this last one, may you please just scroll down to it? It's just a very quick question.
Yeah.
This one, sir.
Yeah.
I would like
Yeah.
us to I want to understand, why does the 75-year-old have the benefit of the 65-year-old and the primary? Why did we add up all these rebates instead of the 2,871 rand?
Do you agree with me that a 75-year-old shouldn't pay as much tax?
Yeah, that's another reason. That's another thing that I wanted to unmute for, because
Yeah.
I didn't really find it fair for a person that is so young, getting so much benefits compared to a person that's so old.
Yeah, so we got 15,000 for someone that's
Mhm.
below 65. The person
Right,
that's
yes.
65 and older adds on
Mhm.
another rebate of 8,600. So you put them
Oh,
together, and then
so the
yeah,
the
so
benefit of the 65-year-old is both of theirs and the one that's before them. All
yes,
right.
yes, because
Makes sense.
a 65-year-old person
Mm-hmm.
gets the main they call it the primary rebate. That's why it's called
Mm-hmm.
primary. 65 and older get a secondary, which means another one.
Oh, okay.
So it's primary rebate, and then you get a secondary rebate and a tertiary. So you get 3 rebates if you're
Wow.
75 or older.
Never viewed it like that, but thank you very much, sir. Be blessed, eh?